Yeehaw, Buckaroo Banzai. Welcome back to another episode of the Otakuology podcast. I'm your host, Otaku Mike. With me, as always, is Jen. He likes some jiggly graves. And
Was
today,
that was that in this episode?
it was. Today, we are talking about King of the Hill, Season 15, Episode 2, Care of the Dog. I just have to say,
Yeah.
at the end of this episode, it fucking made me cry. it fucking got me.
Crybaby.
I
How
couldn't help
come you couldn't handle it?
I couldn't help it. Okay, it was very sentimental. Okay,
It was. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean it was
This boy wouldn't know crybaby, but it was pulling on the
It
heartstrings.
did pull on the heartstrings. Okay, yeah, it did. It did a
Uh,
lot.
yeah. But I mean, it was great. I do love the fact, and I know that we complain and talk about this all the time, but I did love in this one where everything was kind of like in the same area. We didn't necessarily have like a B or an A, like they
It was
mostly
an
overlapped for the
intertwining
most part.
plot. It
Yeah, they
intertwined.
mostly overlapped a lot. So
Yeah.
that was the good part I think out of this, that I really enjoyed not having to like worry about too much.
Let me ask you though: have you finished the season?
Oh, King of the Hill?
Yeah,
No.
I did. I finished it.
I have gotten to the point that if I finish something, I know I start like really leaning into other things that happen.
Uh huh.
And so I started trying to tell myself, it's okay, buddy. We will come back to this when we come back to this.
What? We'll come back to it in a week.
Yeah, we'll come back to it in a week. That way I'm not ruining like stuff for myself. And I'm not ruining anything for the rest of you guys out there listening by telling you guys anything too early and jumping the gun on an episode.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so I have been keeping part of my stuff, holding my cards real close, so that way I can watch it in a timely manner when we're covering it. Because the other day I was like, I could watch some Doomies, and then I was like, no, I don't want to ruin my reaction whenever I cover it on the podcast. So I was like, I'll watch Amphibia, or I'll watch Owl House, or something like that.
I won't ruin it, but I will say it ends really, really well.
You ruined it. I can't believe
It
you.
ends. It's a solid ending.
How solid is it?
Like as solid as propane.
You're so stupid. It's as solid as propane.
No, it was good. It was good. It takes our characters into a different situation, or takes Hank into a different situation,
Uh,
like for the future. I would say.
oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That revolves around propane.
Yes.
Oh, so what you're telling me is he's going to be over uh, the propane thing back in Arlen.
I don't know. We have to wait and watch.
See, look, I told you, ruined it.
You have to wait and watch.
I got your number, buddy. Um, anyway, yeah, and this was really good today watching this too, because there's a couple of manga series. If anybody listening knows, uh, your buddy will be going to Gen Con, and you guys will be listening to this after I've come back. But uh, I finished off a manga series and a half, trying to be prepared to say, "Hey, I finished those before I left for Gen Con." So it
Okay.
was real nice getting to watch King of the Hill episode 2 after reading half of Valak's Love and reading all of Glyphner. So yeah,
Glyphner.
yeah, Glyphner.
But Our episode starts out in a pretty funny spot.
Yeah, it does.
All Hank wants is some toothpaste.
Yeah, he does. Which, do you have a store that does this?
So a couple of stores, Walmart here, like locks up all their electronics. Like even
Okay.
like the minor stuff, they'll lock
Yeah,
them
yeah.
up. At ours, they lock up all the Legos. Like
I have seen some of that.
all the Legos have like the are behind glass and stuff, but like never toothpaste.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Um, HEB, we looking at you. Before long, toothpaste behind glass.
I don't think
Um,
so.
um, the funny thing is, we don't have an HEB. I just know that because of you. Uh, no. So the funny thing is like I felt really like attached to this part of the episode because, like, yes, at Walmart, I know the Legos get locked up. Some of them do, not all of them, but some of them do. For like the bigger sets because they don't want people carrying those off. Um, who knew that Legos would become like a stealing hazard?
I know, like
Um,
they're right there with Pokemon cards.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, like our targets and stuff, like obviously electronics are locked up, but like most of them have the little bars
Yeah.
that go in through the thing, and they have to come put their little tag beeper thingy on.
Oh, so
Uh,
I had at Walmart the other day. I went to go get a USB thumb drive,
yeah.
and they were locked up behind glass, and they used their phone to open it
Oh,
up.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that was like fancy.
Yeah, yeah.
And they
The
had to
the
they had
gl-
to, they had to
the
walk me
glass or the little hangers.
they had to walk me up to the counter so
That's funny.
I would not steal a $20 thumb drive.
Was it so? Was it on the little hanger thing, or was it
It
like
was it was on the hanger thing, and it was behind
okay?
glass.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like our target, they're on the little hanger thing. So like you still have to get somebody to come unlock it. But I mean, if you really like, if you busted off the little plastic case and then busted the alarm off of it, you could get one. But who's going to go through the whole trouble of doing all that crap?
I don't know.
Um, but the craziest thing with this, though, especially with toothpaste, is at our Dollar General that's really close by, we have the plastic cases where half of them are locked and half of them, when you lift up the little thing, it sends off a beeper so somebody knows that somebody's getting in detergent or something.
Oh, that's weird. That's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah. And it's really weird because it's not like solid, like
Uh
it's
huh.
only over the front. So, I mean, we've
Oh, you
gone
like
there
just like lift
before.
it up?
Yeah, you lift it up. Some
Uh
of them
huh.
you do, some of them you have to. But there's also like, because they can't do all of it, when they stock part of it, if you walk all the way to the end where the plastic is, you can reach around it if something's close enough and grab it that way and just pull it out of the side.
Mm.
It's very it's very weird because some of them I'm like, why would you do that?
But I
But
love Hank just standing there
yeah,
for the longest time, waiting for somebody to come help him, which I feel like that's a very relatable thing.
yeah, yeah.
But most people in Megalomart aren't reliable at all.
Well, and I also want to know how long it's taken them to install these things because what about when Hank first went when they had the Girl Scout cookies in last season
Oh yeah.
and there wasn't any bitching about all this stuff. So I think I think King of the Hill, one of the producers, has taken a pot shot at some of the other ones because there are things that are like that. Maybe not necessarily toothpaste or whatever, but I think that they're saying like that's where part of the world's moving to, and
Yeah.
they wanted to like have everybody have that kind of feeling like this where there's some acidine object that somebody, probably a couponer, just saying, probably a couponer, has taken too much advantage of, and you have to go from
Mm,
there.
maybe.
So,
Maybe. I mean, I've heard places where they were like it was like convenience stores that would like lock them up and stuff.
yeah, yeah. I
But
don't know. Maybe there is like a Megalomart thing somewhere that's not around you or me that is exactly this way.
this leads into our A plot, I would say, which is the Hills get another dog.
Yeah. Well, they're fostering a dog.
They're fostering his dog, and he is he's something.
He
He's
looks like
something.
a reverse walrus
A reverse walrus.
because his tusks aren't hanging down; they're going straight up.
I guess, yeah. And Hank's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to get another dog after Ladybird. And Peggy's like, look, we're just going to give him a temporary home because he needs a substitute teacher to take care of him.
Yeah,
And we find out that this dog has so many different problems.
yeah, he
He has
does.
like a skin allergy. He has, what else? He can't be out in the sun too long.
Yeah,
He
he's got a skin allergy. Has an inhaler. He has to have like Finkel ointment for him to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Can't be in direct sunlight. Has to have like pills and stuff and do all this other jazz like
He
that.
has
Which,
asthma, I think it was.
yeah, which is very crazy for everybody listening. So we just actually had our fosters picked up yesterday.
Uh-huh.
So they went to a new home and everything. We had two like Labradoodle little puppy things that went out. So watching this episode, I was like, man, this thing's trying to hit me in the feels right now already.
Yeah.
But they got to take this guy home and do all that. And Hank tries like with all his might not to, and then he just kind of falls in love with this dog being a protector for like intruders.
Well, it takes him a while, I would say.
Uh, well, I mean, not after the intruder thing. Then he
Yeah.
starts like tests the dog, like what does the dog do? Which, and I will say, in certain ways, I feel like Caesar Salad, which is his name, stupid fucking name for a dog, but Caesar, like Hank starts testing him out, and I do think at different times, like some things with this, that Caesar, in a way of certain things, was almost better at some things than Ladybird was.
I guess, but I mean, Ladybird was really old.
Well, this dog's really old.
I know, they find out this dog is like really old. But we move over to the B plot, which is Bobby and Connie coming home for Connie's birthday.
Yes, yes.
Which shit hits the fan when they get here. Like, I know I said this in the last episode, but I hate Conan, man,
Yeah.
in this episode. Like, they're fucking
I
horrible. They're fucking horrible to Bobby.
I'm gonna say now, I'm not gonna let it sway my judgment when we rate it this episode at the end, but I am still hating Khan's voice actor.
You know, I still don't like it as much either, but I think it's kind of grown on me a little bit.
Oh, it hasn't. I think it's even worse this episode than it was the first time we heard
He
it.
sounds too young.
I don't even think that. He just doesn't have any Khan mannerisms. Like, he doesn't do the Khan laugh.
He tries.
He doesn't do any of the other stuff that, like, really embodies Khan. Like, it almost seems like, and God rest somebody's soul because it's going to sound horrible, it almost sounds like Khan went through multiple strokes and is now, like, half a vegetable.
I guess.
I mean, like, and nothing. I just don't think. I think when a lot of people push for certain things that were already ingrained in a lot of characters, that you ruin it when you say, "Huh, I wish that we had more people that were done a certain way."
Like, had better
It,
representation.
yeah, yeah. I mean, and I'm not going to say not that, because this clearly isn't like the Snow White situation where they AI dwarves in there.
Yeah.
It's one of those things like Khan's voice actor was already kind of pre-established for the first 13 seasons of how he was and everything else, and to take that away and give us some kind of rip-off that's like 10% of the old Khan is
He's the Timu version of Khan.
he is very much the Timu version of Khan. Like it upsets me very much on a
Yeah.
lot of it during watching it. Like it hurts me so much.
And this is a bit like Khan was very like tolerable. He very much, played like the bad guy almost to Hank Hill and stuff. In a
Yeah, yeah,
sense. In a sense, but like deep down like he was a good person, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. See, and I can't even get past that with this voice.
I
Like
can't I can't he just is a fucking asshole.
I know they
This whole episode.
I I know they tried to use this one as like a redemption thing between him and Bobby, and kind of for us to get the whole thing where Khan opened up to Bobby about different things or whatever as we progress through this. But the voice got me so much that I was like, I don't know if I give a shit about this. Like, I was like, just go back to the dog. I'm ready
Yeah.
for the dog again. Like, let's just go back and see Caesar salad instead of
Because the whole
watching.
thing with Bobby and Connie is they're like, they're obviously starting their new relationship,
Yeah,
and Bobby really wants to impress them and take him out to a nice dinner for Connie's birthday. And they're fighting at this moment. They're fighting over Connie and how he gets to spend time with her. And we find out that Con has moved into Bill's house.
yeah,
Or
yeah,
Bill's living with him in Bill's house, is what he said.
yeah, yeah.
And
Which was a very funny twist, I have to say.
it's a very funny twist, and more it pays off later on in the season. Like they're not done with that.
Yeah,
But it's so weird. Like they're fighting over Connie and stuff, and like they don't let Bobby sleep over. Like they're not approving of this relationship at all.
right,
Like
right.
at all. They just poke fun at Bobby, especially his weight. Like I don't like it that they body shame Bobby. I don't like it that that's the thing that they go for.
Yeah, yeah,
Not like, oh, he's not as maybe say, oh, he's not as successful as some people. He's still like a part owner of a restaurant, not
yeah,
a full owner of a restaurant. But they just go for he's fucking fat. He's fat.
yeah. Well, and like the weird thing is too, like things get changed so much to the end of this that when they're both laying into Bobby, it really throws me off because at the beginning, you get where Con and Min are both kind of like targeting Bobby and each other.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of a weird like triangle
Oh
almost.
yeah, no, it's weird. It's
And
weird.
then at the end it almost seems like way too much like Con and Min where they both really start laying into Bobby, and it seems even worse than it is in the older episodes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
But yeah,
but
they,
yeah, but
they
yeah, I mean, it was really funny. Especially, I like the little part we got where the garage gets raised, and Connie's like,
where's that stuff?
"Where's all Dad's stuff at? It's
Yeah, and
gone."
like, he moved out.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Khan's upset that he doesn't get to spend any time with Connie and stuff. He's upset about that. Or we move into Connie and Bobby talking on the phone because Bobby's in his old room, and Connie's like, "Hey, come over so we can have like a give me my present, my early birthday present." And
wink, wink, nudge,
wink, wink,
nudge.
nudge, nudge. And Bobby's like, I think your mom would like fucking kill me. Okay, we're not gonna do that. And Connie's like, I don't care. I'm jumping through your window. We're gonna fuck.
Yeah, what are you wearing?
Which is it leads to a funny scene because in the other room with Hank and Peggy, Caesar has kind of taken over the bed. He's a small dog, but he's taken over the bed.
Yeah,
And Hank is like, we need to get rid of this dog. He's not working. And Peggy's like, no, he works. He's fine. He's perfect. And
Right.
Hank puts him out, and Caesar goes to the other room, starts barking at the door, and Hank sees Bobby and Connie wrestling around, I guess you could say.
They were just making out.
I don't know, but he said they were wrestling.
Yeah, they hadn't even got that far yet.
He's
But
like, I didn't even get to second base.
yeah. So but then in this part is kind of where Hank lightens up to Caesar salad a little more. God, I almost feel like calling this dog Caesar salad is like Ron White doing the tater salad joke.
Well, I mean, they just call him Caesar.
Yeah, yeah. But so you have that whole part, and then you have where men, because Connie didn't close her blinds or anything, and neither did Connie and Bobby close
Yeah.
Bobby's blinds. But
And they didn't
Min
lock the
walks into
door.
Connie's room and is like, "Hey, why don't you shut your dog up or whatever?" And she's like, "Connie, why are you over there?"
And why was she in Connie's room? Like,
Right.
it was weird. It was a weird situation. And then she comes over, and Caesar starts barking at her, and Hank is like, "Oh, this is a good guard dog. I like this dog."
Yeah.
He loves dogs because of the security.
Yeah, he does.
And then Khan shows up, and he's like, "Oh my god, this is the worst thing ever." But he reads the room at this point, and he's like, "You know what, Connie? You can come stay with me.
Yeah.
You
He
can come
comes
stay
to
with me."
Bill's house and she's like, "Oh, can Bobby come too?" And he like bites his lip and he's like, "Yes."
I love the scene where he's like, "Yes," and like you can see like the rage bubbling up inside of him.
Yeah. Most deaf. Um so they come over and they hang out a little bit and Bill's like, I'll cook us breakfast in the morning. It'll be great.
Uh-huh.
So we come up to the next part where it's basically the morning at Bill's house. And I love this because this was like a big trend for a while. So it was funny to have it kind of come back in King of the Hill. But Bill makes them the wobbly pancakes.
Yeah, that's where I got. He likes them jiggly.
Yeah.
I've
Uh,
never seen this trend, so this trend must have like passed me by.
really? So it's a
Yeah.
Japanese pancake. And it wasn't actually a pancake, it was like a slice of cake.
Okay.
And when you get them, because there's like gelatin or something in it as well in the cake batter, it actually makes it jiggle, so it goes back and forth.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, like this is huge. Like a lot of people would travel to Japan to get one. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I've never
I
seen
had no
anybody
idea.
make
I
one.
thought these were just Bill's like weird fucked up pancakes.
No, that's why he said he got it off of TikTok.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, oh no, TikTok and stuff is corrupting King of the Hill for me. But no, like these are really cool. Like this is like a slice of cake I'd like to try at some point.
Yeah.
So it was really cool that they had Bill be able to do that. Now, I'm gonna say something real quick because we're big boys here on the Otakuology podcast. Yes, I would like to try one of these fucking pancakes. No, that doesn't make me fat. Okay.
I mean, I'll eat like 5 of them. Okay.
Oh, I don't even. I think possibly two, because I think they're kind of big.
I love that Bobby was kind of just poking at it. Like he's like,
Yeah.
what is this?"
Well, and it really threw me off that Bobby didn't know, because a lot of these are in Japan.
Well, he's more like a Korean fanboy, I would say.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Okay.
That's not. The restaurant is Japanese and German.
I thought it was Korean.
No, it's Japanese.
Oh. I thought it was Korean.
Yeah, that's why I remember they had to go get the wood in the
Oh.
last season from the Japanese black guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. My bad.
And then Chang fucked it up for him because he's like, "Well, I'm Laotian and American." He goes, "You can't claim both." After Chang had just said how other Laotian people were horrible and America rocked, like, and then the black guy was like, what do you mean? You can't claim both of them. And he's like, well, that's what you're doing.
But
Yeah,
Connie gets the bright idea to, because she starts to see through her dad, I feel like at this
yeah, yeah,
point. She gets the bright idea to let Bobby and Con have the day together to help plan this big event and get stuff or whatever.
yeah, yeah.
And Bobby and Con are going to, get this done. And Con like breaks down on the fucking road. Not like the car breaks down, he breaks down emotionally.
Yeah, he does.
And he's like, I fucking hate you, Bobby Hill. I hate that you're dating my daughter. I hate you. I hate my life. I wish I had my house back. Like, I'm living with fucking Bill. This is the
Yeah.
worst. This is the worst thing ever. And at this part, I can kind of feel for Con, but that goes away, at towards the end of this episode. I
I
don't,
don't know.
I don't feel bad for him anymore.
I don't know. I don't think being Con that the way that how Bobby hasn't even been around for them or anything, I think it's very stupid that the Cons still have this so unbridled like hate for Bobby when it's not like
It's
anything going on.
it's just very superficial. I feel like because the Cons super lucid phones are like very very materialistic, and they're very
It's
much
true.
like we're better than you because we have money and stuff like that. We're not dumb rednecks. And then like they obviously wanted Chain to be with Connie, and that didn't work out.
Yeah.
You know,
Which I do like later on. I think it's actually at the dinner at the end of it where Min brings up, "You're dating my daughter again?"
again.
And you're like, "Yeah, again."
Yeah, again. Which they never show us why Bobby and Connie like don't work out the first time. Which I kind of wish they would go to and like tell us like what happened.
I mean, I think that was in there, kind of, sort of, because like I think she really got upset with Bobby originally because he was trying to be more possessive than he is now.
Maybe.
And then, because remember after that, she thought he was so uptight, and that's why she ended up dating Joseph.
Did she date Joseph?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
yeah, she dated Joseph, and then that's kind of when we got the whole split of her and Bobby not even like really being friends.
No, I'm
Um,
talking about like when they're like in high school and stuff.
that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I don't know.
Because then it's like they're so far apart. Like they have moments where they talk, but then they're not really like that friendly with each other.
I
You
don't know
know,
because
like
there's one episode where they go into like what happened in between season 13 between season 15. Like they do like a whole time thing, like a time uh thing, whatever it is. They go back in time.
oh, and an episode in this.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay,
and that's never brought up.
yeah.
But we do find out where Bobby goes, which is a big surprise. I won't say where, but he goes somewhere.
He goes to Japan.
No, but yeah, he has this breakdown, and then Bobby's like, "Well, this is what you should do. You should just be nice for the entire day. That's all Connie wants is for you to be nice to your ex wife, be nice to Min, and just have a nice birthday dinner." And
Yeah,
so he ends up inviting Min to this very expensive restaurant that Bobby insists he pays for. I think he might regret that
multiple
later on.
times, multiple
I
times.
think he might regret that later on because he's like, let's go for your first birthday dinner, and then we'll go to your second birthday dinner with your dad. And then we find out that, oh, like they are together and they're pretending to be nice.
Yeah, and
And
Con also kind of, I wouldn't necessarily say tricks, but he kind of does
no, he
tricks
fucking tricks Bobby.
tricks Bobby into giving him his birthday present for Connie.
Yeah, which is a special stone. It's an orange,
Citrine.
a citrine stone, or Khan calls it the orange birth stone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He gives her a citrine, and Bobby's got a little thing at that. He's like, "Well, I'm glad she wasn't born the next month over, because then I'd owe her a diamond."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then they're both like, "Yeah, we got her this awesome gift. What did you get her, Bobby?" Like, kind of throwing Bobby under the bus at this point.
Yeah,
Which this is where I didn't like. I didn't like that they fucking did that.
yeah.
Like,
Well,
terrible fucking people.
and I'd say it's mostly Khan, and then he kind of takes a little hint from Bobby on. I should include that Min got this, which
Yeah,
while Min didn't get a birthday present for Connie either, I'm a little confused on because Min seems like she has like a shit ton of money all the time.
yeah.
So why didn't she get something that also went with that birthday present?
I don't know. I don't know. But Bobby sings her a birthday song.
Which is a rendition of,
I think it's is it In Sync
I think so.
or is it Backstreet Boys?
The same thing.
I forget.
Same thing.
It's I Want It That Way. I think it what it is. What's it is?
Yeah,
Which I don't know. I don't know who sang that to be honest.
they're
Now I
virtually the
feel
same
really
band.
feel really bad for not knowing it.
You're a horrible human
A
being.
horrible human being.
How could you?
But yeah, but Connie already knows that Bobby got her the necklace because she saw it open on his computer. Birthstones in whatever month, how much cost.
Yeah.
And it was a nice gesture for Bobby to, give Khan the necklace, but I don't think Khan deserved that gift to give.
Um, I don't know really, because like I said, I feel like he kind of swayed Bobby into it.
Yeah, I think he fucking laid into him.
Yeah, well, and whether it was with the whole crying bit or not, I'm not sure. But Bobby just wanted to be able to make it all okay, even though like Connie, called him out on it, like, hey, like I know it was you, like this is what my parents wouldn't be that thoughtful, so to
Yeah.
speak. And then of course, we have this whole scene where they're like, oh, you're paying for it, we bought everything on the menu.
I hate lobster, and I don't know why I ordered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just imagine that fucking bill at the end of this night.
No shit.
Like,
Probably $500 or more.
because I think they said that they ordered everything on the menu.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was. But yeah, yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting. Then we go back to the A plot with Caesar, where
We
Hank
have this
is.
whole thing with Peggy,
Yeah,
where because of different things, like Hank got to go through the whole motions of really enjoying Caesar, all this other stuff,
he was
and then at
training
some,
him.
yeah, who's training him to do all this other stuff and be able to handle a criminal and all this, and he gets his tooth broken, and Hank automatically is like, we got to take him to the vet, we got to check
Dale
him out.
Dale breaks his tooth.
Yeah, yeah. But he's like, hey, we got to go to the vet. We got to get him checked out. We got to do all this other stuff. And he ends up taking him, and he finds out that the dog is a lot older than the person told him originally, because they told him 2 years.
And they're like,
And
they always tell him 2 years old.
yeah, because
Which
people will think they're more adorable.
which I gotta say, I thought the lady at the beginning with the adoption agency was the same lady who was the veterinarian because they looked very similar in character design.
Oh,
Yeah. I thought that was like a joke or something, but I was totally wrong.
you're like, I had to go back and rewatch it just to make sure.
I mean, I've watched this episode like twice.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were saying with Caesar,
He finds out that like he's not 2, he's 12.
he's 10, I think.
Okay. I
Yeah.
For whatever reason I thought they said that he was 12. And they were like, like that's the time like a dog usually has lived almost all their years, things like that. And Hank completely flips on this, doing like a 180 on how all this stuff happens with him. And you can kind of tell a lot by it because Hank, you just know like all the stuff that Hank put up with Ladybird.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Ladybird was like his everything.
yeah, and so like
Ladybird was above Bobby in the rankings.
yeah, so like that was a hard hit, and we have where Hank, like I said, does a 180 where he's very much like, I don't want this dog around, I don't want to do any of this other stuff, and we get like this really good thing. I feel like where he is being so standoffish with the dog and not wanting anything to do with him, obviously because of the Ladybird stuff. And Peggy has this whole thing where she's like, hey, well, I called an agency. They said that there's two people that may be interested. They're going to come by later on in the week and check him out.
Yeah,
And
and Hank's like, okay, fine, like just get rid of him.
yeah, yeah. And so stuff happens.
Caesar ends up playing with a toy.
Caesar disappears and comes back and finds an old stuffed, what was it, like a goat or
It was a
something?
cow.
Yeah, an old stuffed cow that was like ladybirds.
Yeah, and
And
go ahead.
Hank kind of gets this realization that um, that he knows that an older animal, he could basically still love it and everything else, but he's also going to have to be prepared for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how he goes through this little ritual where he's like, hey, we need to go for a walk, let's go. And they go to Ladybird's cemetery.
Yeah, I go to her grave.
Yeah,
Which this part kind of like got me because he was like, Ladybird, this is Caesar salad, but we're just gonna call him Caesar.
right.
I think
And
of
you were like,
Caesar for something else. I forget what it was.
Caesar Cavruo.
It was like a somebody for like the Oilers or something.
Yeah, something
I
like
think it
that.
was, or I don't remember what it was.
I think it was Cavero.
But he's talking to Ladybird, and he's like, he basically wants her like approval. I would say.
Well, and I would say right before that we get a little cute scene. He's like, "Hold on, Ladybird," and he pulls out this little dog hat for
Oh
Caesar
yeah,
and puts it on him, and he goes, "You can go play." So he takes the leash off of him, and I guess the cemetery is also like in a dog park.
I guess.
So Caesar runs off and he starts playing and everything, and then we get this really, like you were talking about, this really good heart to heart where he's like, Ladybird, I didn't think it was right that before I came and got to talk to you about including another like canine member in the family.
Yeah, yeah. And this scene really got me because like I feel like animals are everything to like a person.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
animals are not just pets; they're like an extension of your family. I would say.
yeah. I'd say for most people that this is a very true thing. I mean, I will say I feel like at sometimes some people do go a little too overboard on certain things, but as many people as go overboard, there are just as many people that go underboard and do
Yeah,
a lot of things like that where they also kick and hit dogs and things like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Or one of the things that's come up in my family that we've talked about is how do you have a like man's best friend and you move to a new apartment or whatever and you've had a dog for maybe 10 years and then you just give them up,
yeah,
like how do you do that
yeah,
without considering your pet as well before you move. So yeah, I mean, like this leaned heavy, like I said earlier, of where we actually had the two Fosters that they just went to new homes. So this was a little bit on the nose. I feel like
yeah.
from yesterday to watch this episode today and be like, oh my god,
And you're like, suck those tears back up in my
yeah.
eye holes.
Well, especially watching this with my mom. So,
Yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah. But it ends like in a nice way, I would say.
yeah, yeah,
For sure. And like Caesar Caesar sticks around. He's not like a main focus, but he's there in the background and stuff in
yeah,
episodes. or he's like
Well,
with Peggy or something, or sleeping under the table or something like that.
yeah, and I'm sure it won't be like forever. Like we do already know, like Ladybird, they got young, and
Yeah,
Caesar is a very old dog already, so you don't know how much longer he has. But I'm also very happy in the sense that Hank came around to the fact of, we lost Ladybird, and that if we're going to lose Caesar at some point, or if Caesar's going to pass away, that I would like Caesar to be in our house versus somebody else's.
yeah, because he kind of takes a liking to him and stuff. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
say, if they fucking kill this dog like next season, I don't know how I'm gonna
No,
deal
no,
with
it'll
it.
be the season after that.
The season after that,
Yeah. I mean, he already is really old, and
yeah,
I think that's another thing too, in the whole dog thing, and I think it echoes more so in the last season more so, where Hank and Peggy did come back in that first episode where they both realize how old they are,
yeah,
and kind of doing that to only have this in season 2 or episode 2 of this season,
hmm,
where now they have a dog that's old as well, and it's kind of at their pace versus them getting a new puppy, is very much something I feel like that a lot of old people do.
yeah, yeah. He's
So
I think he's a good addition
yeah,
to the family. I would say.
yeah,
He
yeah,
yeah, he's funny. He's a funny little dude, and it was interesting to see like how Hank dealt with the situation.
yeah. It is. I
Uh,
think it'd be really crazy too to see kind of how Peggy would deal with it, because I mean, if you've watched King of the Hill as much as Mike and I have, you know how much of the dog person Hank is compared to Peggy.
yeah, because Peggy was like, no, like I want to keep him. Like
Yeah.
I don't think Peggy like even factored in like Ladybird at all in the
No.
situation.
And I mean, like Peggy wasn't a big fan of Ladybird, but you also kind of get the thing that most people, kids, whatever, Peggy sees as a project versus actually seeing them as like a companion. Does
Yeah,
that make sense?
yeah,
Well, Hank is very much every dog is a companion.
yeah.
So, uh,
I really liked the A plot. Like the whole thing with the dog was very very funny,
yeah, yeah,
and it was heartwarming, and it pulls at the heartstrings for sure. I liked this episode as a whole, but I did not like the whole shit with Con and Min. Like there were
yeah.
parts of it that were funny, but then I was like, this is just being mean.
I'm
Like,
telling you, I will give you my rating of it, and then you can do yours because mine's in 2 parts.
okay,
So the episode as a whole, I would probably give it a 4.5 or a 4. I really enjoyed the whole thing, so let's go 4.25, 4.25, so to speak. That's what I would give it because it was very enjoyable. There was a lot of different moving parts that I feel like. Now, if you're gonna ask me to factor in Khan's voice, it's like a 3. I mean,
that's
like it, and I don't want to bash on the voice actor because I know he would probably do better in other roles, but just with this one as a pre-established voice that's already been there, to have people bitch about a lot of other things and have somebody completely different, and to go from this character that you knew and that you've kind of grown up
well, I
with.
mean, like we even had Dale get replaced, and the guy who plays Dale sounds almost identical to Dale.
Yeah, he does.
Like, I mean, and this guy sounds like nothing like Con.
Yeah, yeah.
He sounds like somebody trying to do a Con impression.
Well, and like we've talked about before, Dale, who or the guy that voices Dale, is also who also voiced Khan
Con,
before.
yeah,
So he could just voice both of them, but because of different individuals, they go, "Oh, I don't want that to be that way because we don't have real representation." It's a pre-established character that everybody that's in their 30s has basically grown up with,
yeah.
and now you're taking it away because of one thing like that.
It's
That's
just like
BS.
Apu. Okay,
About who?
now, Apu got like taken out of The Simpsons.
Oh yes, yes, I agree to that as well.
You know, like yeah. So like as a whole, this episode was fun. I just don't like them bashing on Bobby. Like I
Yeah.
think Bobby is a fun character, but to like just
Well, and I don't see how at some point I feel like the producers are trying to get that spark back like what we've had with the cons before.
yeah,
But the thing is like
they come off as hateful.
you're using the cons trying to get them back of what they were with seasons 1 through 13
Yeah,
when kids didn't care about it. When Bobby as a kid was like, "Oh, you know your parents talk about me. Oh well, they're just parents." But to have somebody that is older now and have Bobby grown up where he understands all this other stuff
yeah,
and not have those two characters grow at all too, especially with a divorce that looks bad on both of them, the way that they both argue and bicker with each other, the way that they are trying to with an adult child argue and basically do like a child order schedule bullshit, like all this other stuff is very much showing how the cons actually haven't progressed at all in this so far. They've
yeah.
actually regressed.
Oh yeah, no, most definitely regressed. Yeah,
The only time I will say that I feel like either one of them has made waves or made moves is when Min is actually hanging out with oh, I spaced on the name.
Nancy.
Nancy, yeah.
Yeah,
That is the only time I really feel like you can tell Min has had some character development, which hangs out with Nancy and Peggy, and there's not really any of this, oh, you're a redneck, oh, you're doing this, oh, you're doing that, like it was before. Like she was very much on the outskirts before, and now she's kind of one of the girls.
yeah.
And then when Bobby shows up, it's kind of like, you know,
Like I fucking
there's
hate
there's
you.
there's a lot of this hate speech, you know.
Yeah,
So, and the other thing that I will say in this is it really annoys the shit out of me. Not so much like it does annoy the shit out of me on the whole thing of them targeting Bobby for his weight and other things like that. But the other fact of, and I don't think you caught this because you haven't brought it up yet,
okay.
that if you really focused on it, every time they were mean to Bobby isn't when Peggy or Hank were around.
No, I can see that. Yeah.
And I was like, what kind of
No,
bullshit
they
is
were kind
that?
of mean to him in this episode when Min was like, "Bobby, put a shirt on."
Yeah, but I could see that as playful, you know.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, like the full on, they're at the restaurant, they're kind of attacking
I
him,
could
doing all this.
I could
Like,
see it definitely later on,
yeah,
like almost like a push come to shove situation where like Connie gets fed up and goes like zero contact with her parents
yeah,
because of like them not accepting the relationship.
yeah. I really can't wait because you know everything's going to change when it happens. And it'll be probably season 18 or so, or season 20. But whenever Connie and Bobby actually have a kid,
Or like when they get married.
yeah, well,
Oh,
not when they get married, when they actually have a kid.
oh, that'd be
And
interesting.
I think that will be the whole time where there will be some jest at Bobby, but then this child will basically open up the world to them where they'll be like, "Well, I can joke with Bobby about stuff, but I'm not going to attack him like I usually do."
That's an interesting theory that
Yeah,
you might have.
yeah,
But we're only renewed for one more season at this moment, so I don't know what they're gonna do.
that's okay. We'll get renewed for more.
I hope so. I hope so.
We
Uh,
got another 13 seasons to go.
yeah, I enjoyed this episode for the most part. I'm just nitpicking with the Super Nuisance phones, basically.
Yeah.
Like they did not come out looking good in this episode.
Yeah, like I said, with season 14 and now 15, and I know like there's other things like that haven't happened yet,
I don't
but
remember them
just
being this bad in like the original seasons.
No, I don't think so. But I also don't think it was so blatant though that we just didn't recognize it. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
because the other thing is, I think most of that was you were seeing it from Bobby as a kid standpoint instead of now.
yeah. But I give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
But Jen, where can they find you at?
You can find me at Bard's Tavern on Instagram. You can also find me at Manga Restart on Instagram. And everywhere that Manga Restart and or Bard's Tavern are, you can also find Otaku Mike at the Otaku Mike and all Otaku Mike locations. Uh, Arlington, Texas. Um, uh, YouTube and Instagram and all the other lovely platforms. And you can find both of us, the Dynamic Duo, together on everywhere that Otakuology is. And stay tuned because we actually have some business cards that will be coming out soon. So I'm sure if you look on the socials that there will be some cool shit put out for those. And if you bump into Mike anywhere, he'll have those. And we'll have some other cool shit that come down the things after I get back from Gen Con and whatnot. So stay tuned for a lot of other cool shit that we get up to in Otakuology.
And let
So
us know, what did you think of this episode of King of the Hill? Do you agree with us? Do you not agree with us? Let us know on YouTube. Go comment down below on this video.
I'm just saying you better agree with us. No, I don't care. If you loved it, let us know. If you hated it, let us know. Let us know if you have like a sad story about your pet. I mean, I'll probably tear up when I'm reading it, but I'd read it. Especially after Mike sends it to me, he's like, dude, I cried tears so much. Or even if you have like some kind of weird story that maybe your parents did with your spouse. So, we love crazy stuff like that. But let us know how you're enjoying the season of King of the Hill with us, and we will catch you next Tuesday. See you later.